having you glad to be program. I'm sure you are going to enjoy every bit of the program glad to be here today. Where they are now, get to know so that you too will know how they were coming from, where they are now, so that you too will know how to. So today we have another distinguished Nigerian. Live a life just like I said. So today we have another distinguished Nigerian. Just like by the time I start reading now to see, you know that it's really by the time I start reading now, I guess is engineer doctor Adekunle Nigeria. I guess is engineer doctor. Engineer Olaoye is a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Engineer Olaoye is a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. A fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Structural Engineers. As a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Structural Engineers, as a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, fellow the Nigerian Institution, as a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, fellow the American Society, as a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, a fellow. Is a registered fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineering in Nigeria. As a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, Builders of Nigeria Institute, as a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers, science degree in building institute, also a degree in civil engineering, a doctor of science in engineering and project, also a degree in civil engineering, a doctor of science in engineering and project management, and a doctor of philosophy. A doctor of structural and engineering. So it's a pleasure having you on the program, Engineer Dr. Adekunle Christopher Olaoye. Welcome to the program. So it's a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you very much.
Engineer Dr. Adekunle Christopher
well, the pleasure is mine. I'm glad to be here. Thanks so much for the privilege. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, the pleasure is mine. I'm glad to be here. Thanks so much for the privilege. Thank you.
Why did you venture into engineering profession? You see that how did you start engineering? That why did you venture into engineering? Structural, you see that building, all aspects of environmental, and so on and so forth. Structural.
Well, thank you very much. As it is, we went. Well, thank you very much. As it discovered that I had a trait. When a natural trait growing up, repair electrical. I discovered that I had electronics materials. A natural trait when I was even very young. Repair electrical. In primary school, the early electronics materials was quite very. When I was even very unusual in primary school. So then that my father in primary school, it was quite very. I had to go around unusual. So then that my father to work with blessed memory. I had to go around. Then I said, tools. If there is a course that combine, because I knew then, as young as I was, that there was electrical, there was electronics that combined. Because I knew then, as young as I was, that there was electrical, combine the two, that was electronics. Since I already had the flair, I would love to have I was doing well with that would combine the two, that would give me greater knowledge. Since I already had the flair, of course, I was doing well with it. Not naturally because of that. Of course, I was a lover of mathematics. Not naturally because of when I was in primary school. Naturally because of that, and I loved sciences. I was a lover of mathematics. And I knew from primary school that when I was in primary school, I was going to study engineering. And I loved sciences. But the engineering that was, and I knew from primary school that I was going to do was not really study engineering. Was not the one God. But the engineering that was that I had to study. It was the one that I didn't really like. Was not the one that God eventually helped me to study. Become the will. It was the one that I didn't really like. I am glad I'm in civil engineering, and I'm I ended up to become the will of God for me. And in a nutshell, I am glad I'm in civil engineering. Journey started. I'm a civil engineer today, and that's in a nutshell how the journey started.
Okay, we're still going to talk more about that, but let's look at the schools you went to, primary, secondary, higher institution. Let's get to know you later.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Well, I'm born and bred in Ibadan. It's okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a son of the soil in Ibadan. Yeah, my both parents bred in Ibadan from Ibadan. If I both generations, ancestors, my both parents behind them who are from Ibadan. So I'm actually generations, ancestors behind them who are also from Ibadan. So I'm actually totally born and fed and naturally bred. Yes, naturally bred, well bred, born, blessed and memory was from Alafara Olubadan. And then my father was from blessed memory was from Alafara Olubadan, and I was born here. I was born at the CSC maternity, CSC maternity. And then I was born here. I was born at the CSC maternity. And I was raised here. I went to primary school in Ibadan. Then, I went to, in those days, that's where I was born, and I was raised here. I went to primary school in Ibadan. I went to ICC in those days, primary school. Then from there, I also moved to used to be ICC in those days, primary school. And from there, I also moved to from there, ICC, I attended C.S. school, S4. And from there, some years in I attended C.S. school from 4 when my father, and I had spent some years decided in C.S. school. I was actually from 4 when my father. He felt decided I should not leave the school and go and restart. Enough challenge. Why? Okay. He felt that I should go back. Then I wasn't enough challenge. In fact, I had potentials, and I was not pulling the potential because nothing was really challenging me. And it was true. I had potentials, and I was not pulling the potential because nothing was really challenging me. Of my life. And it was true. I loved the way my father ended. He saw nothing was really challenging decisions of my life. I loved the way my father took me now to appreciate education ahead of time. So very much. I saw education in a totally different light. Education after so very much. I saw education in a totally different light. 2 months or about 2 months, and my father came for my father. I remember when spent principal 2 months or about 2 months. And my father came to my father not to take me. And I remember then that my principal, this boy will be doing why I appealed to my father not to take me. My father in the next 2 years. In fact, that was the only time I saw my father and my mother disagree on an issue. My father did not agree. But it was not this terrible. That was the only time I saw my father and my mother disagree. My father insisted. But it was not this terrible disagreement from one. Everybody wanted me to continue. So I went to insist. Yes, I now went to Farragon College, Duani. From and that was where so I went to. I started. Yes, I now went to Farragon College, Duani. In actual fact, and that was where I started. Well, it really didn't. It really didn't matter. Before I left State Grammar School, I never came second. Well, it really didn't. It really didn't matter. But before I left State Grammar School, I never came second. My first time, I was always first. It dropped me to 4th position. But even from 4th to 1, my first time. From Idoani to Ibadan. 4th position. Wow. My father just left me. He was happy. Later he told me that he was happy within himself that what he was looking for.